Actually, I think that Mark Mallory stole some of my items on my cheat sheet. How could he have known that I was going to say all those things? Imagine this city without a pool. Just imagine how many letters and phone calls and emails and texts that the people sitting up here would get if it wasn't there. And I know, because I've felt that wrath before. Well, when the old dilapidated gym, that's, to me, I don't even think it was really a gym to start with. I think it was a building they converted to a gym. The roof is way too low for a real gym. At any rate, it's a mess, and the Park and Rec District has gotten by using it and keeping it as patched up as much as we could. And just imagine what it's going to be like when that's gone. To me, this was never an incremental project. It was always a complete project. Why? Because we have youth in this city and we have seniors in this city. I'm one of the seniors. I'm 69 years old. Yeah, I know I don't look it, but I'm one of you. But I'm in an environment. I have a law office here in town. I'm involved with sports programs. I'm on the district board, and I get to hear from everybody. Why? Because I make my telephone available to anybody that wants to call me. All you got to do is call the district, and you can get a hold of me. And I hear what they want. I can tell you, some of the city council tonight have expressed an interest in doing an incremental project. Trust me, incremental means no gymnasium. That's exactly what it means. It's never going to happen, and everybody sitting up here knows it. So I'm not afraid to say it. I can remember back when we first started these talks, and my fellow board members, we had a number of discussions about this, and I was quite negative. I said, the city's never going to cough up the money. They're never going to see the difference that the people out here in this city are all the same people. They all pay taxes out of their same wallets. It isn't city money. It isn't Park and Rec money. It's your money, and you should get what you want. Instead, you got a desalter. Good luck with that. Can you imagine this great city that we have here without a gymnasium? We got a crappy little gymnasium now. Imagine none. I just don't think you can be a great city and just have things like that not exist. Everybody's going to get to use it. It won't be just young people. The seniors will use it too. Believe me, all kinds of things will come up. They'll be able to do the Wii bowling that is so popular. There'll be tons of things that are invented by the creative staff that we have at the Recreation and Park District. It'll make money, probably more money than we think it'll make as we sit here today. We got to find a way to do this. Everybody has to be on board. I know that there's people in the community out there trying to split the seniors away from the young people. Yeah, that could work. Maybe it's a strategy that will work. I hope not. Everybody has to stick together. And we need to get this, and we need to make the people who have your money in their account see it the same way. And I think they will if you let them know. I noticed that at the meetings that we have at the district, that the numbers are dwindling. And I'm thinking, are people losing interest? And then I hear from other people and they say, no, it's just they think you got the deal done. We don't have the deal done. It's going to take help. We can find a way to do it. About the noise regarding the gyms, I used to play in the gym every day of the first 2 years of my high school career. I quit when I got a car, but that's another story. I don't remember, with the doors closed in a gymnasium, it being very loud outside of the gymnasium. Even with a full basketball game on a Friday night with it packed, if the doors were closed, you could barely hear anything on the inside. So I don't think a few teams playing on the court are going to make a lot of noise. And so that is something that, you know, I'm not a fortune teller or a prophet or anything like that. But maybe that is something that we need to look at, and maybe the criticism is just. I just don't particularly think so, based on my own experience. The comments that were made about the B and D, the lobby will be overwhelmed with one of these provisions. We can't have all the guys that are going to be playing basketball every night going through the lobby and disrupting the people there that are supposed to be keeping an eye on things. We need to have it more the gymnasium, especially in the evening, more accessible. Kevin mentioned the Olympic-sized pool at the district. I don't know. Maybe he's right. Maybe Olympic-sized pool was a whole lot smaller back in those days. But one of my greatest criticism is our pool is too darn small. We can't even get all the people in it. So that's another thing I'd like to do before I'm done with my days here, and that is to rebuild that pool and make it a lot bigger than it is now.
Did you ever decide B or D? Did you mention that?
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering.
When we first started out this trip, I told my fellow board members, I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I said, we should just go to the people right away. They're never going to do it. They always have seen. Now, there's 2 members on the council now that weren't there. But they're always going to see somehow their vision is going to be like tunnel. And they kind of will look out here and see you people as district people or city council people. They need to start looking at you as all one, because you are, in fact, all one. And we need to put projects in this city, whether they're done by the Park and Rec or they're done by the City Council. Who cares who does them? I think Dr. Dixon made that comment. Who cares who does it? Who cares whose bank account the money's in? It's not sacred. It's just money that they took from you and me. Tons of it from me, by the way. I'm for D because we talked about this and went through all the machinations that are required, and at the end of the day, at least on that particular night that we discussed it, I believe D had a unanimous. Wasn't it the decision unanimous? Yes. So maybe somebody's changed their mind as we sit here tonight.
Actually, I'm sorry, but it was unanimous D1 versus D. Not D versus.
Well, they changed it to D, though, in order to get rid of the multiple. So it was D at the end of the night. In any event, everybody's entitled to do whatever they want to do. Lastly, I'd just like to say that these projects are, in my opinion, not only necessary, they're mandatory, because that's what a good city would have. Thank you. That's all I have.